Once more, through the breach. That was a bit unlucky, but like maybe I should have just taken the jack strips because like I don't know. If we have the architect champion, like we're good for that fight, and my decision is totally justifiable. Or if we have a different trial, things go okay. It's fine. Uh, we have an awkward starting deck against Devour Seraph. The Votivary is okay here as a recurring blocker. The Wicklashes are encouraging me to take a Burn Bright champion here. Yeah, looks like we're shooting for Burn Bright champion with Wicklash and Combustible Wax. Yeah, Burn Bright looks so much better with Burnout 6. Yeah, we have Votivary as blockers here, and we hit like a truck. This will be fine. Okay, so I can't play Votivary on this floor this turn, because then you get a damage shield and you don't die. I guess playing it on a different floor does something. Like, eventually some creature gets through here. You have one attack. So I can use you to get a collector on floor 3. Okay. I'm good with that. So you can get something like Wax Snuffer, so Votivary draws a card, and there's some scenarios where you can technically like try to go infinite with it. So this has 8 life, so I can play this in front of the champ, and then you don't get a damage shield. It allows me to kill this, and then I deal with you some other way. I guess double drag is fine on this floor. I wonder if I'm gonna like upgrade stats on dregs this time, because like I have decent drag enablers, so to speak. Good job, Votivary. Good job. So I don't have any moldeds to recur these things as of right now. Taking either one of these is totally reasonable early or late. They're just very good. I'm going to take an Entombed Explosive so that I have a target for something like Intent on Death. I want the ability to deal with back units, so I'm going to take a Flash Freeze here. So I'm getting another Remnant banner, which could do a lot of different things. A Paraffin Enforcer behind my champ is really interesting. Yeah, Paraffin Enforcer got buffed. I believe it also got higher starting attack. I don't know, like, the champ already hits so hard. I don't know that the Paraffin Enforcer is necessary. I think I'm going to take a Lady of the House. I think I'd like to pick up a Lady of the Reformed here and then take capacity from the boss rewards. I think that's kind of my dream scenario. Rockonatus kind of. It made it so the Rejuvenate Sentient does more damage, so it's more reasonable. Like, it competes with Thorned Hollow now, instead of just being worse than Thorned Hollow in, like, basically every way. So now you're not priced into just, like, abandoning your champion if you end up, like, starting Rejuvenate and then get offered Thorned Hollow. Is Multi-Strike worth 105 gold on Lady of the House for 25 damage, or do I just roll the shop and try to hit both life and HP to split up the damage? Like, increasing by 25 damage is very good, especially if I go to another Merchant of Steel on floor 4. It looks like I'm doing as of right now. Yeah, that's probably worth it, and then we'll try to get an attack upgrade on it later. Oh yeah, with the Wicklash, that is very strong, isn't it? We're scaling quite nicely now. Okay, so the Lady of the Reformed probably just goes with Rector Flicker for this fight, and it's kind of GG. So we'll use Lady of the House to mop up floor 1. We'll champ on floor 2. That means I have one more spot behind the champ, or I think a dreg. Or do I just want to, like, save as much fire damage as possible because I think this fight is easy? If that's the case, I just go, like, Entombed Explosives on top, Flash Freeze on top. And this on bottom. How much damage is this on bottom? You're taking only 10 here. Greed? Maximum greed. No! This plus burnout artifact is, like, so sick to start with, by the way. Yeah, so they start out being the same, but this becomes better once I enhance it once. Yes, it costs 0 now, which is a pretty good buff. It's just like a recurring blocker every turn, so long as you have space for it. I'm not sure if I'm taking the draft. Like, dregs are still pretty good in this deck with starting Burnout 5. Like, these scale faster, but won't I be casting my Wicklashes on the champion or the lady instead most of the time? I think that's the case. I think I want to Purify and Cleanse to keep some of my Burnout units alive. I will take another Flash Freeze to deal with back units. Although I might not take another one beyond this. So the plan is to take Capacity and then have a 6-space floor of my 3 primary units. $145 HP, or sorry, 145 gold. I need to spend heavily here. Like, do I need another unit? This is a chance to pick up, like, a harvest unit. If I'm taking Capacity, I really only have 1 floor worth of stuff. Which kind of makes me want to pick up this unit. Unless I'm ending up going right to duplicate a lady and then going here. Let's take this unit. Second lady? Second lady means that I can support 2 different floors of Burnout units, which is actually good as of right now. Before I have the Capacity, it also means that maybe I don't take Capacity and I take card draw. Let's take one of our cheap removes here. Armageddon again. It's probably just Petrified Skull again. Blessed Sword is very dumb, yes. Yeah? I run some danger if I put stuff on the top floor and I don't, like, actually leak things through of stuff just burning out. Since I have so many dregs in the deck, I think I'm just going to let that one go. Hey, Captain Belly. Things are indeed going well. We are off to a great start in this fight. I think I want to build on this floor. Like, all I need is, like, one bomb to spawn up here and hit this, and then, like, I don't have to worry about the burnout on these units ever. I should have gone at Daedalus. Yeah, so taking this hit keeps my burnout totally fine for the rest of the fight. Wow, we have 40-something burnout down here. That's silly. So how about this? Scale that. This. 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 We are offered some cards. Am I still taking capacity? Feels like I'm taking capacity. I think I still am setting up 2 burnout floors. One of them is like Lady, Champ. The other is Lady, a whole bunch of dregs. And we somehow make Formless Child return a dreg and do stuff. Okay, we should take a Paraffin Enforcer here, I think. That makes the second burnout floor good. So we have 6 capacity, so it's Lady Enforcer dreg, or Lady Enforcer dreg if it's small. Thing is, we only have 2 flash freezes for dealing with back units, like, at all. So things that give spikes, or things that give things like haste or multi-strike later on are a problem if I don't take one of these sweepers. In that case, it might just be better to take the Frostbite sweeper. like, this is the objectively higher DPS output, and this is the card that solves specific problems that my deck has. No, I don't think I get to hold over a Frost spell. Look at these setups. I'm not offered another Merchant of Magic until floor 6. And at that point, if I get holdover, it's probably going to be better on something like Wicklash, or maybe even like Purifying Cleanse if I also get like plus damage on it. I think this is good. Alright, so am I going to the Merchant of Magic this floor or next floor? I can absolutely make it through the next couple of fights without upgraded units. Or would I duplicate if I go right? I probably just duplicate the non-upgraded Petrified Skull. Kind of a weird run layout. Going left, though, means that I can remove Train Stewards from my deck, which is probably just better. Like, even doing this, I still need to remove one more. Don't want a second one, and I don't want a shark. Large stone? Cold Kylia? Now I have 3 full floors of stuff. Or large stone. Actually, large stoning this Lady of the Reformed creates an insane tank. And that's much better at holding the solo floor. Or maybe I create, like, good tank, then give it damage, then give this one life. We're probably going to another Merchant of Steel, either this floor or the following floor. I'll kind of have to, like, look over things. Are we dealing 105 on one floor? Sometimes? Sometimes not? Depends on how other things spawn. Large Stone Lady plus Champ is exactly 105. Let's see if we can do this. We're very healthy if I can't in 1 or 2 of these leaks. With my multi-striker, I gain a lot of ability to kind of dance around stuff. Okay, so this is exactly 105 together. This is the small floor, unfortunately, so I can't also like put a drag to help me deal with something that spawns in front of a 105 thing, though. Okay, I need to reference the wave spreadsheet then. We're looking at Circle 4, starting with Clipped Defender. And this is an Absolver, right? This is an Absolver. Will Marksman, nope. Clipped Defender. Clipped Guardian. So in Wave 3, the Clipped Guardians are going to be at the front. So it's totally fine to deal both of these here. It just means, like, I can't kill that. So this is here, here, let this die. We're not going to replay it there, though. And then we need our multi-striker on this floor as well. Yeah. So we didn't get the luxury of, like, bottom floor Cold Kylea this time to avoid the blights. As far as units, what do I have left? Formless Child, Entombed Explosives. Alright. Speaking of that, I'm not facing... Okay, I'm not facing the Fel that makes me want to have Ember. I needed to know that. I should have checked that earlier, but I didn't. I want this to die, so I have something to reform, probably. And I still have space somehow, so, like, you can hang out back here, I guess. And we'll just consume this. The dregs are not burning themselves out as quickly as normal, which is, like, good and bad. So I probably... I don't want to kill both of these creatures. I want to take at least one burnout hit here. Otherwise I go down to 2, 1, 0. So we'll take a hit for 1. Do we have a cleanse coming? No. Draw order is a touch awkward here. But it didn't matter. Hey Nathan, welcome. What do I have with Consume? Petrified Skull will have Consume. I will collect that just for that purpose. Too late for Subsuming Blade. I have so little interaction with the back line. We're on Devour Seraph. So little interaction with the back line that I should, like, really consider taking this, even though I can't reduce the cost. If I'm going to this Merchant of Magic, I should maybe take that, and if I'm not going to this Merchant of Magic, I should probably pass. So what would I like to Hellvent? I would like to Hellvent my auto kill spell that may also just, like, not consume. I think that's where I'm at in my life. So if I'm not going to go to a Merchant of Magic to like give that holdover or reduce its cost, I just skip here. Dazed? Dazed is okay. Very good in initial turns where I'm not set up yet, but it's bad at some weird junctures where I don't have enough burnout on my creatures and I need to take hits. And Golden Frenzied Swarm are similar in power level to me. Yeah, with the plus burnout artifact, the, what is it, combustible wax, it's like much more reasonable to take that. Remove a Train Steward and a Frozen Lance over Offering Token. Or Offering Token. Frozen Lance is pretty bad. Endless Entombed Explosives? This Formless Child is proving a little difficult to set up. I don't think we're the deck that gets to like do that endlessly. Rog, I'm not sure that I understand what you're saying. Here? Flip difference? Or just like take that there? Maybe take that there, then re-roll the shop. Try to get the other plus 10 for you. Or do I want to like... Oh, with the consume artifact, I see. Sure. I think rolling 25 life on you is pretty great. I think I'm just going to take that. Roll the shop. +1 burnout and 5 life. Goes here so that I can do this other one on the Cold Kylia. Armor 15. How much is Cold Kylia doing? Cold Kylia is doing 16, which is literally one short of where I need it to be to get kills. Maybe that doesn't matter. We can Wicklash Cold Kylia. That may or may not happen. We'll see. I don't think I should have taken this Formless Child. This is like proving very difficult to set up. Well, I guess this one. Oh, I forgot about the collector. Shoot! Alright, that is what it is. How am I killing you? Need to deal like 40 to you. This does it easily, but is awkward for me. I mean, I guess. That takes care of you. And we'll put one of these here. And if I give you 10 armor, I'm still good. I really need a mid-floor heal. Yeah, speaking of. Did you just eat it? So the frostbite damage doesn't happen until end of turn, so I don't actually get to kill this by using it. Might just be turning Cold Kylia into a burnout unit. Here. Then redraw Purifying Cleanse or Wicklash to keep you alive later. Yes. Yes. Alright. I think at this point, I guess I will play you. Oh yeah, Fire Grow is very significantly different. So I think I need to Flash Freeze and kill one of my own creatures so that I can play a Formless Child and have Formless Child get back this lady? I mean, let's start here. Actually, how much does this Purifying Cleanse do on this floor? Let's start there. Not as much as I'd like. Yeah, the Pyrogrow card has the same name, but just like completely different functionality compared to what it used to have. Got the right unit. Is Intent on Death actually good in this deck? It's like free draw a card with Votivery, it's 50 damage with the Tomb unit, or it's get a 40 power unit back, but our units aren't dying. Engulfed in Spoke seems more powerful to me. That makes me want to go to the Merchant of Magic and go for holdover and cost reduction on it. But the plan was Hellvent the kill spell? Eh? So, I don't really need unit upgrades. We're going to a Merchant of Magic here, and getting card removes, and I can Hellvent here, and maybe Hellvent here as well. I think this is worth taking. Ah. Zap and Engulfed in Smoke work in like very different directions, and I just took one thing that like puts me in one direction. I think I'm gonna skip this, but I would have taken it if I didn't take the Engulfed in Smoke. We'll take the generically okay one. Ooh, purge a card to gain a card. Yes. Do I still have a Train Steward? I don't have a Train Steward. Offering tokens are pretty bad at this stage of the game. Let's junk that. Alright, Melting versus Stygian Rares now. These aren't particularly good for us. This would be fine, this would be fine, this would be fine, this would be probably good. Yeah, let's go Stygian. Gifts. I don't think this is good for the Seraph that we have. Sure, but like right now we don't have bonus Ember and we don't have bonus card draw, so the offering token isn't that valuable, right? So, like, yes, it's some looting, but we don't have fantastic cards to dig to, and oftentimes, like, I play out one or two things, and that's just kind of my turn. So, like, without drawing more cards, without having more Ember to invest in things, I don't think the Offering Token is particularly good here. The thing about Frozen Lance and Offering Token is, like, looking forward to the end of the run. Both of them are just cards that I'm looking to get out of my deck. I think we're going with the Petrified Skull here. I don't know. Any turn where I have a bunch of free cards, the Offering Token is a detriment, though, because it means that I'm not playing all of my cards. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I want to play this one? Oh yeah, there's definitely value there, but, like, I'm hoping to get both the Frozen Lances and those things out of my deck in the medium term. Kind of want the sweep unit on the bottom floor for, like, dealing with this crap, which would mean playing both of these. No, it would mean, like, doing this, and then waiting for second Lady plus Cold Kylia. Maybe that's greedy. Like, Champ is going here to crush this statue, like, unquestionably. Maybe I need to put this lady here along with this, and then that crushes the statue this turn. And leaves me with the ability to play the other stuff that I want. It just means that, like, the rest of my cards are kind of awkward this fight. And we preserved it. Nice. That means... is it just time to blow this? Maybe put this on this floor so that, like, if something actually gets up here and attack, I deal 70 to this thing. Or, sorry, deal 50 to that thing. Versus, like, do I just want to deal 100 to spell this turn? Actually, I've just solved that one myself. That's a poor point to draw that card. That's okay. Make a very large Entombed Explosives? Is that worth not playing the lady here? Where would that even go? Nowhere? Feels like nowhere, since this was the small floor. Is this what good looks like? It's unclear to me if this is what good looks like or not. Yeah, I think a looting effect is much more valuable early game than late game. Alright. Look. I'm gonna let you all do work up here. I'm gonna let you get that kill on that statue. I'd rather do bonus damage to you. Oh, I'm not doing bonus damage to you, though. So if I kill this, you have 12 life, and that hits both of these. Can also flash freeze. Oh, no. This is fine. So we do that, and then we use this consume one. And then we can flash freeze here. Heal you up a little bit. Frozen Lance here. We got you. We got you. This one free flash freeze is like doing serious work with the deck size at what I'm at now. Can I cast this on you? No, I can't even cast that on you. Do I want to pick up an Ice Empire? It's like kind of like another Petrified Skull. I'm going to a Merchant of Magic and an Unstable Vortex here. Probably taking card draw from this fight and aggressively rolling 2 Merchant of Magics to make as many of my cards as possible free. I don't know how Resurrection and Wings interacts, but I have a feeling it doesn't work. Like, it consumes them. It doesn't give the cards consume, it just consumes the card. So I think that they're gone. That's my reading of it. I mean, we take those? What a store. Yeah, fine, Andy. I think I got a very small nerf. At this point, I think I'm good with saving the gold for the next floor. Am I removing these dregs? I don't think I get to remove any more spells. So it's kind of a question of, like, do I want to, like, stop this whole vote of everything? Do I want to get rid of my dregs? No, Frozen Lance isn't good, but, like, we're facing the Consumed Seraph, so, like, having some crap spells in the deck is actively good. Let's trim dregs. I think I can get away with that. +8 attack doesn't matter if I'm invisible. At this point, I very much doubt that I would spend money on, like, an Extinguish artifact. Small bottom floor. Alright, that one did consume this time. This time I can make Formless Child work. I just have to, like, figure out how I want to do it. This is the only unit that I can guarantee dies this turn. That's slightly awkward, but, like, our deck is small. I'll make it work. So this is going to become a back unit. This attacks for 7, then there's 27 coming in at this Cold Kylia. That kills that. Or... yeah, so this can go here. Then this can go here. This attacks for 7, returns the Entombed Explosives, which I'll play here, and then I can also play a Dreg as a blocker for this turn, and consume this Frozen Lance, which I have preserved. Thank you, Frozen Lance. You might be making it to the fire. Or I'm using Petrified Skull to kill you. Are you a burnout unit now? You might be a burnout unit now, so I hit this a little bit harder. Because, like, this shield is still kind of a problem. Yeah, you're a burnout unit now. So, is this Petrified Skull going to consume or not? A real big question. I am very much having trouble with this fight. Because I didn't play my Lady of the House the first pass-through of the deck. I'm going to end up in the same situation 3 turns in a row where I really have trouble killing the secondary unit in line. I might die if this doesn't preserve. And if I don't draw a Lady of the House next turn. Shoot! Here? Here? Yeah, that's something that's very clear in hindsight, is like this should be here, because like then I'm getting kills, like borderline kills on all of these things. God, we have to like solve this problem every turn, and we missed out on the card that I needed to draw in order to solve that problem. I believe we are going to be dead. Each one of these represents 34 fire damage. I also don't know that I can actually kill the boss on floor 1 to stop taking fire damage from this wave. This is 105. I can Whiplash here to deal more damage to this one. Maybe Whiplash plus Flash Freeze here makes it so that I can stop this one from getting to the pyre. Oh man, not drawing my TPS unit. Real rough here. Alright. So taking 18 puts you at 80, which is 34 fire damage. Can't deal 40 to you this turn because of Dazed. I also don't think I can kill on floor 1, which means like this unit is a problem. If that unit hits the pyre, I die. And now we go into math time. So this has 166, and we are dealing 47 to it this turn, which puts it at 119. Next turn, I'm hitting it for 60, which means that if I want to kill that unit, I need to do 59 more damage to it. This is 10, 13, 21, 28. I would need to find 30 more damage for that. I can find 9 more easy. Oh, you're dying. Consume Lance is very good, yeah. Alright, I think I need to stealth this floor. That doesn't change the DPS output. But I think I can get the kill on this unit while barely staying alive. I think we're dead in the Seraph fight because this fight went so poorly. But I think I beat this. I need to deal 10 additional damage here, which is a Wicklash worth. There's 9 of that damage. So let's do that one. God, don't preserve that. I don't want it. I don't want it. The Stealth 2 did not add considerable damage. You. I need to win this fight on floor 2, I think. Otherwise this thing is just going to be very big. I think it's you. This is a fight that I'm very uncomfortable with how the math works, so anytime in this fight that I have a red X, I don't fuck with it. Like, because of, like, the revenge scaling working in the way it does, it makes it very hard to map out how exactly things are going to happen in this fight. So, like, I just stop when I have the red X. I don't try to win more in this one. Yeah, I don't know how we beat the Seraph fight. It's not Formless Child. And it's not any of those either. No, I think the intent on death is a bit of a stretch. Like, it's really hard to make Formless Child work in this deck. Like, we've had it since Circle 2 or 3. And we've made it work very infrequently because it's difficult to get our units to die because we're hiding them behind large tanks, and they have additional burnout due to combustible wax. So I don't think that's as good as it looks. We've also removed a couple of dregs as well. I think it's non-negotiable. I have to go left to have a little bit of pyre health as a safety net. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. That's not even good for me. Like, I have Flash Freezes and Holdover Ingulton Smoke. I really need to roll this shop and get the remove consume for the skull card. No, we have holdover for engulfed in smoke, right? Yeah, we have holdover, so we don't need to give it permafrost. Get a free Wicklash. Increase the magic power on one of those. We're going to consume them anyway, so might as well get a harder hit out of them. Okay, remove consume and cost +1 on a petrified skull is amazing. We will now upgrade that to be cheaper. Then we will duplicate it. Where'd you go? Alright. I think I want to re-roll this shop. These are worse artifacts. Am I even purging anything at this point? Seraph kind of purges stuff for me. I think I'm taking these 215 gold coins with me to the grave. Okay, I have no incant abilities. Alright. So this is the card that I would like to consume this turn, very unquestionably. And I would like to probably kill the Absolver. Yes. I don't want to be drawing these things. Now the question is, like, where am I setting up? That bottom floor is the small floor, which kind of makes me want to leave it empty and then set up on the other two floors. I'm probably looking at Cold Kylia on 2 to try to set up as much Frostbite on Seraph as possible before moving to floor 3, which makes me want to play these two there and then the Cold Kylia here. Then we get large stoned lady plus other lady top floor. Maybe letting one of them die on bottom floor first to reform with Formless Child. That sounds like the plan. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay, that just happened. Okay, that just happened. Okay. plan has now changed to let the champ burn out and reform the champ. I have, like, exactly enough turns for that to work. Okay, alright. We just doubled the difficulty of the fight. It's fine. It's fine. Alternatively, I can let the champ die. That works too. Are you still going here? It feels like you're still going here. Hold up, what if we skull the champ? That's not crazy. That may be an out. Actually. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, but that might end up happening. Here. I don't think we do that yet. But later, probably. Alright, what about these dregs now? Let them die on bottom? Or put them behind here? I have one space available up there. Yeah, I cannot let a dreg die. I have to get the champ back, so I can't play this other drag right now. Also, just saying I have 17 fire health. You know, just like casually throwing it out there while we're talking about stuff. These absolvers, like, are really brutal right now, and I'm trying to assemble very specific things. So, this needs to happen. I think that needs to happen. I also think I need to just keep killing these things. So I don't think I'm stealthing yet. Oh god. This is one of the first serious challenges of this entire fight, I think. I think I'm consuming my flash freeze here so that I get the direct hit on this next turn. And then I can't play this unit and let it die, or I can't guaranteed get the champ back. One fire damage versus scaling. Scaling? Okay, you're here. Okay. I can play Formless Child on bottom, consume a Frozen Lance, bring my champ back. But then how do I kill these? I will need to redraw a Petrified Skull next turn, or I think I lose the fight. Yeah, we're not guaranteed to draw another skull. But I think this is the turn where I have to do that. Otherwise, like, I have to, like, try to draw the Formless Child again. I think we'll use the big one here. Well, it doesn't really give me another look. Ooh, we can kill the lady instead. No, then we run into the champ burning out. The champ has 2 burnout. No, we don't. No, that's fine. Because we put the lady and there's still units alive. That's okay, so that's fine. Alright. So this Frozen Lance here. Kill my own unit. I'm pretty sure it's safe to put this behind here. There's this, like, tiny portion of me that is like, does this trigger resolve at the end of combat after things are done? I think the answer is no, but I don't want to, like, blow this fight more than I already have by making another egregious error. What a draw! Okay. Oh, after all of that, is this just going to kill me? It hits the pyre twice for 18. I have outs. I have a lot of outs. And we're dead. By 5 health. And that's really unfortunate. I think we had this fight if I wasn't, like, tripping around my initial misclick. Oh, I'm not dead! Boons of the Blacksmith, my pyre hits for additional damage. But I'm dead now. I can Wicklash and add 10 damage to this, making this 120. Yeah. What we're gonna do is play 1 Vengeful Shard. Okay, I built a deck that won that run. I just like misclicked on turn 1 of that fight while I was like scrolling through floors and flip-flopped the order of my units. Like that is a victory in my mind. Because if I'm not tripping over myself trying to keep my units alive, I get to start like holdovering, engulfed in smoke. I get to like petrified skull another creature that like would have gotten through. Like I think we win that fight. It's not guaranteed or anything, but I am pretty sure we won. If I wasn't an idiot, but I was. All right, going again. I will be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom.